Hi, everybody. I'm sorry for the delay. I was having some technical difficulties. I apologize. I just want to make sure that I am live. So let me just make sure I see it on the timeline in the Facebook group. Sorry for the delay, everybody. I apologize. All right. Okay, I see we're live. Okay, good. Sorry, everybody. Okay. All right, so I've done several readings for Moonlighting, about Moonlighting or about Bruce and Cybill, but I haven't done, Diana suggested, since we did a live watch party tonight on one of the best episodes, in my opinion, of the third season, Big Man on Mulberry Street. One of the iconic episodes, one of the most memorable episodes of Moonlighting, Big Man on Mulberry Street, season 3. I thought it was a clever idea from Diana to, hey, let's ask, why don't you ask the cards, why don't you do her reading on what was happening behind the scenes between Bruce and Cybill during the filming of Big Man on Mulberry Street. So I thought that was a really interesting, question. And I looked it up, and this episode aired November 18th of 1986. And it was directed by Christian Nyby the second. I think he directed like one or two other episodes of Moonlighting. And then, oh no, don't worry about it, Lisa. Thank you for joining tonight. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Jamie. You're watching with tea and brownies. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Jamie, for joining me tonight as well. So I want to know what was happening between Bruce and Cybill during the filming of Big Man on Mulberry Street. It aired November 18th, so they must have been working on it, I guess, beginning of November of 1986. So I want to see what was happening. I have Oracle cards. I have Love Oracle cards. This is the episode, I believe, that is rumored that Cybill threw a chair at the wall. And there was rumors that Cybill threw a chair at Glenn because she was so angry of how this episode, the story direction of this episode. We did interview Sandel Bergman in Moonlighting Strangers fanzine years ago. And she talked about that she really enjoyed, dancing with Bruce. And she mentioned, I remember she said that they had her wear a more red-haired, they wanted to be more red-haired because she's a blonde. And they didn't want that to clash, I guess, with Cybill. So they had her wear a wig. They had her wear a red hair wig. And she said, she wasn't sure how it looked. I thought she looked good. She looked pretty. And she did a beautiful job dancing with Bruce. And she said she really enjoyed working with Bruce. And I think she was impressed with his effort, to really do well with the dancing, with the choreography. And this episode the dance sequence was directed by Stanley Donen, who was famous for directing some of the biggest Golden Hollywood musicals like Singing in the Rain. Okay, so I want to know what was happening between them, Bruce and Cybill. Who knows? Maybe Cybill was a little jealous of Bruce dancing with Sandel Bergman. Supposedly, she said that she felt that this is more like David's fantasy, the dream sequence that Maddie has, speculating about who this mysterious woman is that David was married to at one time and what happened. Then it was of Maddie's dream. I don't agree with that because I find it very interesting that with everything that Maddie says about what a dog David is and all this, in her dream, she imagines that the marriage ended because the mysterious wife cheated on David. And that, I think, really shows you how much she respects David and believes in David. And deep down knows that he does have a respect for women. And he does care for her. It's that secret, those secret feelings that are revealed. And I really like that about the dream sequence. I don't look at it, I don't know, Cybill, I think, was looking at it more of like the surface. But I think it was very clever of Glenn to have this kind of subconscious revealed in the dream, and I really like that. I don't know what you guys think about it, but I love the dream sequence. And then at the end, Maddie shows up and she's like tries to seduce David, and she's just like, he's mine. The way she touches the wall and everything, and the look on her face, and she does her thing, and it's her way of saying, well, she's out of the picture, the ex-wife is out of the picture, and I'm here. There's a part of her that really wants to make a move on David, and really wants to make a move on him now, and I really like that. So I know how Cybill felt, and I don't know, but in my opinion, I didn't agree. I think it was very clever the way this dream reveals Maddie's secret feelings, her almost secret respect for David, how she actually does believe in him. That I think there is I know there's been discussions on Danielle's live viewing parties, which I very much enjoy, and I watch all of them if I don't catch them live. Thank you, Danielle, for all the wonderful work you've done for us. But I know there's discussions about whether Maddie is worried he'd cheat on her and stuff, but I think this dream is so interesting because I think it reveals that she believes that he would be faithful to her. I think this dream reveals it, because why else would she assume that he was cheated on? I thought that's really interesting. Okay, so let's see. All right, what was happening? What was the energy between Bruce and Cybill during the filming of Big Man on Mulberry Street? Two of Wands, King of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. Okay. Two of Wands is a crossroads. It's making decisions. It's it's a fork in the road. Which direction are they going to go in? King of Pentacles. They were very much focused on the work and on their careers and on their finances and on what was happening with their careers, what was happening with the show. And Ten of Pentacles, again, they're focused on their finances, they're focused on their career, they're focused on the show. And Six of Pentacles is give and take. So their time was, a lot of it was with Moonlighting, but they were doing other things. Bruce was doing commercials, Cybill was doing commercials. They were very, very busy, and they had to try to balance out their time because a lot of it was with Moonlighting. So a lot of it was just work at this point. I don't see any cups so far, unfortunately. And Pentacles is money and work and finances and even the earth or your home. Their mind was on work, their mind was on their careers at this point. Let's see what else. This is, I think, from what we've heard, when things started to really go south with Glenn and Cybill. Like I said, the rumor is that, she threw a chair at the wall, and things really started to go south. The trilogy had to have been filmed in February, January, February, because it aired in March, I believe. It started airing in March, late February, March. So Cybill might have been pregnant. She might have just become pregnant, maybe. I'm not sure. Or she was about to become pregnant. So about everything was about to change at this point. But so far it looks like a lot of what they were focusing on was work. Jamie says, didn't she say somewhere, if I did it, would have hit him? Yes, she did. And she said it several times in several interviews. Jamie, Cybill had to balance being a mom too. Yeah, absolutely. She had to, she was, her daughter, Clementine, and yeah. And like I said before, I think that, in the reading I just did, I believe it was last week. Recently, I did a reading asking, what was Bruce thinking when he said to, when he supposedly said to Curtis, "Don't ever get involved with your co-star." Like I said before, I have seen in my tarot readings with Bruce and Cybill that children were an issue. And Cybill told us in her recent interview with us from last year, she said that the moment that famous, event that happened between Bruce and Cybill when he came over to her house and they started, they had, he brought over some liquor and they were making out and they almost had sex. This happened during the filming of the pilot. She told us this, and I believe that's the only place she's admitted it. Was when it happened, that she talked about in her book and in other interviews. So this happened very early, and Cybill had, I think Clementine was like 6 when they were filming the pilot. And like I said, yes, obviously children played a part because Cybill got pregnant and Bruce got to do Die Hard. But I suspect also, just when Bruce met her even, him knowing that she had a child might have been a little intimidating for him, and the fact that she was his co-star and that they could be working together for a long time. Now, the last reading was really interesting because towards the end, it said that, the energy was that Bruce, one time thought she might have been the one, that he could have really been happy with her, and maybe even thought in the very beginning, maybe I'll marry this woman someday. Maybe. Because the last card in my reading that you can watch, and I have the video, and I'm going to be uploading it to our Moonlighting YouTube page that you can watch on YouTube as well, and follow our YouTube page, is that marriage was the last card that came out with the oracle cards that I used. So at one time, maybe even Bruce, had said that someday he wants to get married, and he maybe was flirting with her. So I think there was disappointment there because I think he really did like her. And I think he was disappointed that things went south. Yes, he messed around and everything else, but there was a part of him that, from what I saw, that he was confused about where he stood with her. He was confused if they were ever going to make a go of it, if they were going to try. And I think the biggest part of this was that Cybill got really jealous, about it. So, all right, Dinah says she had the twins in October, so she probably told them in February that she was pregnant. Yeah, that makes sense. Big Bang episode, March 31st. Yeah. Jamie, maybe he thought he'd have to calm down his ways because she had a kid, and he didn't want to. Yeah, that's possible. I think so, because he was only 29, 30 when they filmed the pilot, and he had just had his first really big break with Moonlighting, and he wanted to play the field, but I think he also really was attracted to Cybill, and he really liked her. So it probably was he was really torn, it sounds like. I think they just found out she was pregnant. They found about the twins. Yeah, it's possible that around the time of filming Big Man might have been, and that might have been also maybe that's why Cybill, we got 10 people watching right now. Thank you guys for joining. That might have been why And feel free to, share your thoughts about it as well, guys. That might have been also why Cybill was so angry. Because, I'm just speculating. Because, Glenn, Cybill might have just shared that she's pregnant. With Glenn and, and with Bruce. I don't know about the whole show, and that might have been the rift too. Because he wasn't happy that she was pregnant. It's possible, right? All right, let's see what else here. I'm going to clear the cards, and I'm going to use another deck, and I'm going to see what else comes out here. What about this Two of Wands here? This Two of Wands energy with what was going on between Bruce and Cybill behind the scenes during the filming. King of Swords. There's a lot of thinking and a lot of communication about what direction they were going to go, what direction things were going to go in, between them. And then Queen of Cups, there was emotions here. There was compassion for this situation. There were still feelings. They still cared about each other. Cups is water, and water is emotions and relationships. So underneath all this, tension, there was still feelings. There was still that they cared about each other. Despite all the crap that we've heard from, the press and everything else about their feud and everything, it seems that time has kind of carried all that, and we can clearly see from, all the interviews from Cybill. And she said, she in our last interview, she said that, she loves him. And, it's I think there's a part of Cybill that, is disappointed that, they never made a go of it. Because she always talks about Bruce. And, she talks about what a great kisser he is and everything else. You never hear her talk about her husbands, do you? Neither of them. What a great lover, what a kisser, and, nothing. And it seems that, I think Cybill married both her husbands to have children. Because in her book, she said she got baby, and she's talked about it in interviews, she got baby fever. She wanted to have a child, so she married, whatever his name is. And she had Clementine. But there was a lot of, Bruce and Cybill, and I saw this in the last reading, Bruce and Cybill were talking to each other. They might have been talking on the phone and, trying to decide still, where they stood. It sounds like Bruce was still, confused quite a while. They were both confused about if they were going to make a go of it, how they felt about each other, if they should, get together or not. Let's see what the King of Pentacles is. Bruce is a Pisces, and that's, I believe, air. That's air. And Pisces, yeah, it's air. No, it's water. I believe Pisces is water. Cybill is Aquarius, and that's air. So this could be Bruce's energy here. This could be Cybill's energy, the air energy here with the King. Swords are air, is air energy. Okay, bottom of the deck is the Ten of Swords. This is very heavy energy. This is about a lot of stress, possibly a very painful ending. So there was some real conversation between Bruce and Cybill about the pain, the animosity, the drama. Yeah, Pisces. Thank you, Joanna. Lisa said, I believe that happened a lot. In some things she has said she would make suggestions and they weren't taken serious, but Bruce would make suggestions and Glenn would at least give it some thought. Yeah. That's what it is. And she felt like, she said she felt like it was a boys' club. Pisces is water. Thank you, Joanna. Yeah, Pisces is water. Okay. That's possible, Christy says. So, with this trying to decide, what direction they're going in with their relationship, with their working relationship, with this communication, they were talking behind the scenes. They were communicating. Bruce and Cybill at this time were communicating behind the scenes. And there was some real stress and some real hurt feelings here. There was some hurt feelings here. There was something. Because if there was no feelings between them, this would not be coming out as the carrying energy of this reading. Because I found that The first card in a tarot reading really carries through, usually, and balances out the rest of the reading. So there is this, they were trying to balance things out. They were trying to make things work in the situation, the tough situation that they were in at this point. And there was some pain there with this Ten of Swords. There was some pain. Let's see what the King of Pentacles is here. I got to start speeding this up a little bit, because I have a bunch of oracle cards and I want to see what comes out here. This is interesting. Two of Wands again. So they're trying to figure out, what direction they're going in their careers, their working situation. Three of Swords. More painful, disappointing, heartbreaking energy. There's heartbreak there. There's pain. There's pain between them, and there's heartbreak with working together and trying to decide what direction they're going in, what their future looks like, working together, and maybe even if there is any kind of future at this point of them making a go of their relationship. There's real pain. If there was no feelings between them, there wouldn't be any pain, in my opinion, because this is very heavy. This is consistent heavy energy on the bottom of the deck. Ten of Swords, Three of Swords, very heavy energy. So, and it was a lot of stress, and they were both exhausted. They were working so many hours, and as Glenn said, that's why he, one of the reasons he brought Curtis on was because he wanted to try to alleviate some of the working hours for Bruce and Cybill, because they were always on camera and, and had to be present, and they were exhausted. Especially Cybill has said she was absolutely exhausted. All right, let's see what the Ten of Pentacles. Let's see this energy of this Ten of Pentacles. Clarify the energy of the Ten of Pentacles. Eight of Wands. Fast-moving energy. There was a lot of money coming towards them. Both of them, Cybill had a comeback in her career from being a movie actress, and lots of fast-moving opportunity, money coming towards Bruce and his career growing very fast. King of Wands. They were both taking a lot of action, a lot of passionate action. They were both messing around and having affairs and all this stuff. So this underlying energy here of Six of Pentacles, give and take, trying to balance things out with their work schedule, with their personal lives, and really taking a lot of action in their life to make things happen for themselves. But there is pain there. There is disappointment. There is heartbreak. Let me see what you guys are saying. So you think Cybill was a bit put aside by Bruce's escalating fame? Absolutely, Joanna. 100%. And like I said, you can clearly see it when she won the Golden Globe and she snubbed Bruce, and she thanked. She went up to the stage, and Bruce was so happy for her. He was saying "fuck yes" and everything and cheering, and then she snubs him, and she doesn't even thank him during her speech, and it thanks Peter Bogdanovich. And it's the most awkward, uncomfortable thing to watch. It's just uncomfortable. So I think that's just a snapshot of what was going on between them at this point, and her jealousy of Bruce. It's very sad, because, maybe if she had put her, look, they both obviously had huge egos. I saw in the last reading that one of the biggest problems with their relationship of them getting together was, drama and not trusting each other, and too much between the two of them, of not being flexible, not being willing to compromise, and you can't build any kind of relationship with that kind of attitude. So it was on both their parts. But I think that Cybill not being supportive of Bruce's star rising so fast did not help anything with them to get together. It didn't help anything. All right, I'm going to use these oracle cards, the Luminard. I believe it's called Luminard oracle cards. Let's see what else here. I want to see what else about this Two of Wands. What else about this Two of Wands? Great fortune. Yeah, there again, money. There's a lot of money, opportunity, child, new beginnings, and children. Once again, children, deciding factor in their relationship, and probably she found out she was pregnant right around that time. You know, I'm sure if we looked at the date when Cybill gave birth to the twins, we could probably trace it back to right around this time that she found out she was pregnant, and she, you know, had told Bruce and told Glenn probably. Most likely. So again, consistently, children issue between the two of them, deciding issue. Money and children. And Bruce was about to have a brand new beginning, obviously, because he was getting close to doing Die Hard. He might have, at that point, probably around that time, is when he was trying to figure out if he could even do the movie. And Glenn had said he had suggested to Bruce he shouldn't do the movie. And Glenn has admitted that he was wrong about that, you know. Okay, let's see what else comes out with this King of Pentacles and Two of Wands energy. Show me the dominant energy. Thoughts. With, again, this is what we had, you know, saw last week. Imprisonment, feeling trapped. Thoughts of feeling trapped. They both felt trapped at this point, you know. The energy, you know, that sunny energy between them in the beginning, it just kind of evaporated, sadly. And, you know, it was, I'm just going to move the cards over here so I can make a little bit more room for myself to do the reading. And they both felt trapped. And, you know, we've speculated that might have been why Cybill wanted to have another child, because she wanted to, you know, she wanted to break from filming, and it was really taking a toll on her. But, yeah, so very interesting. Okay. All right, so there was, you know, making a lot of money, and they were really thinking about that they felt trapped in this work situation. They were trying to decide what direction they're going in the future in their careers. Let's see what you guys are saying. Jamie responds to Chrissy. I've seen clips from Cybill's sitcoms. She's so funny. Lori says, if Cybill hadn't gotten pregnant, would Bruce have been able to do Die Hard? Yeah, this is a very good question. It's very possible the answer is no. I mean, that's what Bruce has said in his interviews. He said he wouldn't have been able to do it. Jamie says, because I would have wanted to see that. Okay. All right, so they both felt trapped at this situation, you know, in this situation. And there was a part of them that was, you know, that kind of wanted out. Both of them at this point. And we know that. All right, let's see what this Ten of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, this fast-moving energy with a lot of money coming towards them, a lot of fortune coming towards them. What else about this energy with this Ten of Pentacles? What else was going on behind the scenes with this? What else was going on behind the scenes with this? Ten of Pentacles, main male, which is Bruce. With journey. Well, he was about to go on a new journey in his career, obviously. And he was also going to meet Demi and become a father, husband and father, and all that stuff. We saw this as well in the last reading I did about that there was a journey opening up for him. So I want to see, I'm going to use another one. I want to see what else here. I'm going to use another one. Let's see what else comes out here. What else? Let me see what this Great Fortune, Two of Wands, and King of Swords energy. Mice. There's a loss here. And here we have this kind of maze. Feeling kind of lost, a loss. There was a loss, you know, between them. Even though they were so successful and everything, they did feel, you know, maybe more him, maybe, but they did feel some kind of loss. And again, you know, this kind of maze, feeling lost, feeling trapped. All right, let's see what this King of Pentacles, Thoughts, and Two of Wands is here. What else about, you know, this energy? Abundance with the fish. Clouds. Kind of, again, sort of confusion. Woman. Cybill. So, Cybill, she had this abundance, she had this success, but she was confused about what she wanted at this point. She was confused about, what she wanted at this point. Even with this success, there was confusion about what she wanted in her life. And, I mean, if she's with this, Bruce Oppenheimer and she's pregnant with him, wouldn't she be supposed you would think she'd be happy. And she wasn't. She wasn't happy. She was happy, I guess, that she was pregnant, but, there was a cloudiness. There was a cloudiness to her future, even though she was doing so well. And she was thinking about it. That she had all this coming in, but she was trying to make these decisions with the Two of Wands here. So, all right. And let's see, more of Bruce with this Ten of Pentacles and Eight of Wands energy. With what was happening behind the scenes. There's the maze again. Trying to figure out what direction. Cybill on the bottom of the deck here with the woman. Or Bruce was trying to decide about another woman. I know he was dating Sherry Rivera on and off too. He didn't seem to be very crazy about her. Whatever. So he was trying to figure out, with all this money coming in, which way he should go. And Glenn had said that he shouldn't do Die Hard, and he was trying to decide what direction he was going in his career as well. And maybe he was thinking about Cybill too, because she popped up. I believe this is her energy on the bottom of the deck about this thoughts and abundance. So there was a part of him that maybe was thinking about her, despite how annoyed he was at her. There was a part of him that maybe was thinking about her. Let's see what else you guys are saying. She was only with him because she got pregnant. Absolutely, Lisa. 100% agree. Jamie, Lisa Tyson, 2 season openers were about David's family. Then there was one about an ex. Christy Taylor, I watched the show when it aired. It was pretty good. I don't know which show you're talking about, Christy. And then Diana said they broke up not long after he won the Golden Globe in 1997. Then he went on dating spree before he met Demi. Yeah. I'll just get some tea. All right. Okay, so Journey and Woman on the bottom of the deck here. Interesting. All right, let's get to these love oracle cards. Let's go. What was going on between Bruce and Cybill? Behind the scenes. What was going on between Bruce and Cybill behind the scenes in general? What was going on while they were filming Big Man on Mulberry Street? Show me the dominant energy. Let's see. The Phoenix, new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind. Self-indulgence. Faces on self-worth. Focus on self-worth. Time to heal. Shadow work. Self-appreciation. Well, they were both self-indulging, obviously. Mirror. Mirroring each other. Self-image. Relationships reflect our wounds. Introspection. That's a little bright. Just going to put these here. Okay. So they were obviously both self-indulging. They were both running around, with other people, partying, having affairs. Cybill got pregnant with Bruce Oppenheim. Yes, there was transformation in their relationship, obviously, with her getting pregnant. Around this time, things were falling apart with her and Bruce, any kind of chance of anything happening with her and Bruce at this point. They were mirroring each other, which is really interesting. They were mirroring each other with their behavior. So, and they were both focused on their self-image. Relationship reflect our wounds, introspection. Well, obviously, her relationship with Bruce Oppenheim was not healthy. You know, I mean, she divorced the guy right after Moonlighting ended, I believe. So, and, you know, they both felt trapped in the situation at this point. There was both part of them, I guess, that didn't want to be there. I mean, we've heard the stories that Bruce really did enjoy doing a lot of the episodes and everything, but there was a part of him that, I guess, felt trapped as well. Cybill also, they were going through a new phase. They were going through transformation in their situation, in their relationship. I want to see what else comes out here. What was with this other love oracle cards? What was happening between Bruce and Cybill during the filming of Big Man on Mulberry Street? What was happening between Bruce and Cybill behind the scenes during the filming of Big Man on Mulberry Street? What was going on between them? What was happening between Bruce and Cybill? Show me the dominant energy of what was happening between Bruce and Cybill. Surprise. Unexpected romance. Meeting someone new. Blast from the past. Well, Cybill, you know, got pregnant from Bruce Oppenheim. I mean, that's interesting, though. Huh. Unexpected romance, meeting someone new. Well, she met somebody new. Did Bruce meet Demi around this time? He might have. He might have met Demi around this time. I'm not sure. Father figure, makes a great dad, divine masculine strength and protection. Well, Bruce Oppenheim was found out he was going to be a father. That's interesting. Let's see what you guys are saying on this one. I think that still wonder if there was, Jamie says, I still wonder if there was something between them after he and Demi got divorced. They seemed pretty chummy in that behind the scenes season 3. Well, yeah, are you talking about when they filmed the DVD behind the scenes season 3? You mean 5? Or how about that mirroring? Yeah. How about that mirroring? Yeah, they got married in the same year. Yeah. Very interesting. Okay. All right. What do I want to... Do I want to clarify anything else here? Trying to see. Let me see what else with this 2 of Wands, and I just want to see if there's anything else here about this 2 of Wands and King of Swords with this communication that was happening between them. I just saw the Ace of Swords pop up. That's new truth. See an Ace of Pentacles here. That's new money beginning. Let's see what comes out here. I want to see what this 2 of Wands. Show me a little bit more about this 2 of Wands and King of Swords energy. Resting, meditating, 4 of Swords, 8 of Cups, walking away. Somebody was walking away from this situation at this point. Probably basically both of them. You know, she's probably pregnant around this time. And somebody walked away. Like, really walked away at this point. It's probably Bruce. I mean, but really, both of them. I mean, Cybill got pregnant by another guy, so... And like you said, it was right here, mirroring each other. They were mirroring each other's energy. Now, I'm going to say something, and maybe a little, out of left field, but... In the last reading that I did, we had, for the first 2 cards, asking about what Bruce meant about don't ever get involved with your co-star. We had the sun and the moon. That's a divine connection. And there is something called twin flames. And what it means is that two people share the same energy in their soul. It's not the same as soulmates, okay? But I have suspected that Bruce and Cybill have some kind of divine, connection between them. And it's possible that maybe they're twin flames, because this is sort of another term for twin flames is mirror soulmates, mirroring connection. It's a mirroring connection. That's one of the phenomena between this connection. And the other one is the runner chaser. Look it up. Look up twin flames. I know a lot of people think twin flames is just soulmates, but it's not. It's different than soulmates. And so there's a mirroring connection where you mirror each other's energy. There's a polar opposites energy, because one person has more of the divine masculine energy and one person has more of the divine feminine energy. And then the other part of this connection is the runner chaser part of the connection. And usually it is one person running and the other person is chasing. A lot more of a woman chasing. It happens a lot more where a woman is chasing a man than a man chasing a woman. It's very hard for twin flames to stay in a relationship, because they have the polar opposites of each other's energy. And the purpose of twin flames is spiritual growth, not romance. So with this mirror energy, it makes me even more suspicious that Bruce and Cybill might have some kind of divine connection, energy between the two of them. So just thought I'd throw that out there. And I don't know if you ever heard of it, but definitely look it up, because it's wild. It's an amazing phenomenon that's happening a lot more between people. So often, at least so often, we talk about how Glenn made the show so much like what was happening behind the scenes. Art imitates life, sort of deal. Yeah. Lisa says, Joy, we're positive Bruce wasn't the twins' father and not Bruce. Hope and I, what said about father figure was interesting. Yes. That's what I said about surprise and father figure. Yeah. Lisa says, I think that too, Jamie. It is. That is very interesting. I don't know. We're never going to know whether... anything's possible. If Bruce and Cybill had hooked up and, he was wondering, he did think maybe it was his. Who knows? From what I've seen with the cards, it's pretty consistent that there was passion and attraction and flirting happening and feelings starting between them in the very beginning when they were filming the pilot. But then it died off because of their egos and not being willing to change and all that stuff. But you never know. I guess it's possible, because like I said, I keep on seeing that children is a factor here. I want to see, let's see, Ten of Pentacles. I want to see what this Ten of Pentacles, Eight of Wands energy is here with the main male energy here. The Chariot. Moving on, moving forward, possibly getting hard to move forward. This is Cancer energy. Seven of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Arguing, fighting. As we know, we've heard the stories, arguing, fighting. So, on the bottom of the deck here, we have, trying to balance things out, taking a lot of passionate action in their careers, Maybe a little bit more with Cybill, with the woman here, thinking about things, going on a new journey. She was about to become a mother, but there's this fighting defensive energy here with the Seven of Wands. So, and then we got that imprisonment right underneath it again. Oof. All right, well, okay, so, yeah, I mean, I could do a reading asking, was there any question of whether Cybill's babies could have been Bruce's? Was there any possibility it could have been Bruce? I mean, I could do a reading of asking that next time. I'm planning to do a reading, guys, for Valentine's Day, so stay tuned for that. And we will probably around Valentine's Day. And definitely throw out, ideas. I love doing these readings for you of what kind of question you'd want, me to ask the cards. Dana says, what can you say about the dance sequence and Cybill's part in it? Well, that, could be another reading, I guess. Lisa Tice, I always thought some of the show was based on real life. Yeah, I think so. With Moonlighting particularly, real life got in the way of art. Big time. And it leveled it, to be honest. I do think more happened than the one recliner makeout. Probably. It's possible, especially with some of this energy that I saw here. Yeah. It's possible. So that's what it looks like I have. So yeah, if you guys have ideas on what kind of question you want me to ask next in the cards, I will be thinking about what the question is going to be for Valentine's Day. Either one or two questions reading that I would do for you guys around Valentine's Day. So definitely let me know what ideas you have. And I've been reading over 5 years, guys, tarot, and I'm also studying astrology. And my website is progressivetarot.com. I do personal tarot readings. I do love and relationships, career, money, life questions, relationships, family, success, spiritual questions. So definitely check out, I have the link from my website in the description of the video. And I'd love to do a personal tarot reading for you. And if you are interested, instant message me on Facebook here, and we can discuss what kind of question you want if you have any questions. And we can discuss even a discount for your first reading as well. All right? Before you go ahead and check out my site, definitely, feel free to instant message me and we can discuss it. And I can do either a live video reading or I can do a recorded reading depending what you want. But I would love to read for you guys and share some of my advice for you and some, of my feedback and personal, I've been through my own share of disappointments and, love and relationships, and I've learned some things, through the process and a little help from the universe, which is, kind of what set me on the path of becoming a tarot reader. So, my parents met in meditation class, so I'm the product of spirituality, and I guess it was destined for me to become a tarot reader. So, I think my parents would have gotten a kick out of it to see me being a tarot reader. So, all right, guys. So let me just see if there's anything else that you have to say here. Chris, it has to be later years of Cybill's sitcom. She made an episode parroting how Bruce was casted on Moonlighting. Yeah, it was centered on different character on the show, of course. Yeah, different character. Yeah, wink, wink, Christy. What can you say about the dance sequence? I could do a quick reading if you guys want a real quick reading. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Let me do a really quick. I'll do another quick little. Let's see what comes out here. What can I say? What can we say about Cybill's involvement with the dance sequence for Big Man on Mulberry Street? What is there to say about this? Let's see. What else is there to know about Diana's question? I'll do a quick reading. What happened with what is there to know about Cybill's involvement with the dance sequence for Big Man on Mulberry Street? Do a quick reading. Let's just see what comes out about the dance sequence. King of Cups. She put a lot of emotion, a lot of passion, a lot of feeling into it. It did mean a lot to her. Three of Pentacles. There was a three-party working together situation. Obviously, Bruce, Cybill, and Sandal Bergman, or Bruce, Cybill, and Glenn, or Bruce, Cybill, and Stanley Donen. It was a three-party, situation here. Everybody was working together to try to make this great. But there was, she did have a lot of emotion about it. It did mean a lot to Cybill to do the dance sequence. It was important to her. What else? Anything else? Anything else? What else about Cybill's involvement with the dance sequence? What else about Cybill's involvement with the dance sequence? Anything else? Once again, King of Pentacles. It was important to her. She knew it was an important moment for her career. That might have been why she was so emotional about it with Glenn. Again, crossroads, trying to decide, contemplating on her life. And once again, Six of Pentacles, trying to balance things out with making this work. And Four of Pentacles, she was holding on tight. She wanted the dance sequence to be great. She wanted to give a great performance with Moonlighting. She did know how special it was. Even though she was burnt out at the time from doing Moonlighting and everything, she did have a lot of, it meant a lot to her. It meant a lot to Cybill doing the dance sequence. And she knew how special it was. Even if she didn't agree with some of the, choices and story choices of, what Glenn was doing and some of the edits that apparently he made to the final script. I've heard, Danielle has talked about in her live show about, she reads the scripts, and I absolutely love when she does that, and it's so fast, so interesting when she reads the different scripts of the different versions of an episode. Thank you, Danielle, for doing that. Great job. And you could see that there were edits made, and apparently Maddie had more of a reaction and had a lot more to say about finding out that David's ex-wife was a lesbian and cheated on him with a woman, and her reaction to that. And I don't think Cybill liked that it was taken out, because it was like, it's made Maddie seem cold and indifferent, I guess, a little bit, instead of her reaction to finding out this big, shocker, twist. So, but it meant a lot to her, despite of, hearing that she was angry and complained or whatever it is. It meant a lot to her. And, it does. I mean, Cybill has talked to us, Moonlighting21.com 2 or 3 times now. She's gifted us interviews. And she's a lovely lady, and she's very sweet. And, I appreciate everything she's done for us. And I just want to say, just to close out, guys, that my heart goes out, my thoughts and prayers, and my heart goes out to everybody that's dealing with these awful wildfires in Southern California, including my dear friend Diana Mayoko. Please be safe. Take care of yourselves. If you're there, guys, the air is probably very toxic. So try to, we had an issue here in New York with the wildfires in Canada, and our skies were orange in New York, and our air was very toxic. And so going outside without wearing an N95 mask is not the best idea. So please protect yourselves, protect your lungs, because the air is probably very toxic right now. I know we have several people, from Moonlighting here in the show, talent, and my heart goes out to you guys, and I hope you're okay. I hope your homes are okay. I hope your friends and family are okay. And my thoughts and prayers are with you right now. Everybody from the Moonlighting 21, me, Diana, Christy, Pam, our hearts are going out to you during this very, very scary, difficult time. So keep safe, and just be careful with the air quality. Be strong, be safe, and support each other. And hopefully this will calm down soon. But I'm so sorry that this is happening. So be safe, guys. All right? So thank you guys for joining me tonight. And I will be back again around Valentine's Day for another reading. And throw me some ideas of what you'd like to, me to ask the cards next. Once again, I'm available for personal tarot readings. I'd love to do a tarot reading for you. I have been fortunate to do a couple of readings to do some readings for some of you guys in this group, and I hope to do more of them for you. So instant message me if you would like a tarot reading. We can discuss it. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great night. Have a great week, and be safe. Bye, guys.